So in this stock selection video, I'll now show you how to select stocks based on price action patterns. So if you recollect, over the last 2 weeks, I have selected these stocks in terms of short-term trading, swing trading. So the first two parts of stock selection video, I hope you have seen where I've shown how I have shortlisted these stocks. I'll just link up those video here. And if you see over the weeks, look at the performance of DLF, Tata Steel, Apollo Hospitals this week. Take a look at something like Apollo Tires and Jubilant Foodworks. All these 5 stocks have given exceptional movement in the short term. Now Coforge, that is NIIT Technologies, Dr. Reddy and HCL Tech have yet to move, but these will move for sure. And that is why I have still kept these stocks in my watch list. So in this particular video, I'll be showing you how I'll shortlist another set of 4 to 5 stocks for the next coming few weeks with respect to short-term trading, swing trading, and even something like day trading.
Click on the subscribe button and bell icon to get instantly notified when a new video is uploaded. Thank you for subscribing.
So the first stock I'll select this week is Larsen & Toubro. This is on a daily time frame chart. In fact, all the examples I've posted in this video are on daily time frame. So the first thing I like to see is between August and November, I like to check the entire price action. Now on a daily time frame chart, if you see there's been some nice follow through on the downside, couple of bearish candles are also visible, and even volume activity had spiked. So obviously for a long setup in this particular phase, the stock did not qualify. Now something interesting has happened since October. If you look at these candles, all these wide range bullish candles on the upside, these were the 3 bearish candles, not much follow through. Again, if you see this was a bearish candle, not much follow through on the downside. It just tells you that sellers are not that strong. And now you've seen this final breakout coming over a range of 3 to 4 months where prices clearly moved about 1020 level. If you also take a look at the volume activity recently, it's been on a higher side and it clearly tells you there's some definite positive interest that is developing in the stock. Now, as far as my trading is concerned, I don't like chasing breakouts blindly. So after this breakout, if you see, you've got these 2 long tail candles, which is again a very positive sign because this was the previous resistance level if I mark it on the chart here. And after this particular breakout has happened, price is taking support in form of these 2 long tail candles. So what I would wait for is some sort of retracement again between something like 1020, 1040. And from there on, if strength again emerges in the stock, I would prefer this for the long trade. So I will wait for some sort of pullback to happen. Short-term price has moved a lot, so I would want risk reward to be in my favor. And especially if you watched the part 1 and part 2 of stock selection, you would understand this concept better. But overall, the way I look at it is that entire bearish sentiment between August, September has now been absorbed and price has broken out of this range. So certainly from something like a swing trading point of view, even from something like short-term trading point of view, I will select this stock because momentum is visible on the upside. It is just that if it retraces back, then risk reward will be in your favor. So the next stock that I've selected is HDFC Life, and let us analyze taking the last 3 months price action. So if you see between August and October, take a look at the wide range candles on the downside. Now these are all strong candles that I'm marking out that have had some sort of volume expansion also. So all these bearish candles are suggesting that there was clear downward momentum visible in the stock. And in this entire range, if you see, there are just 3-4 bullish candles. So this is one candle, this is one more candle. I'll even categorize this candle here and I'll mark out this candle here. So over the last 3 to 4 months, there have been just very few bullish candles and most of the candles have been on the downside with long wicks present, suggesting selling at higher level. And price has moved lower from something like 620 to 540. Now just take a look at what has happened in the last 1 month, that is 20 trading sessions. So this is a strong bullish candle. This is one more strong bullish candle. And after this particular breakout here, price is consolidating after the breakout has happened, that is above the breakout level. So this structure is again very similar to the structure that we saw in Larsen & Toubro in the previous slide. Again, 2 long tail candle forming here. And this is again precisely happening above this breakout region. So the 2 price action patterns that you need to take away from this video is that after a resistance is breached with a wide range candle, if you see long tails forming, this is a very positive sign. It is just that risk reward is not in your favor here. Even in HDFC Life, I would want some sort of pullback to happen. this is where risk reward will be ideal from something like short-term trading and even something like swing trading. If you also take a look at volume activity from mid of October to current month, take a look at volumes here. Again, take a look at volumes here. The average volumes when price was moving lower was something like this that I'm marking out currently. So the recent volume activity is clearly above the average volume activity you have seen over the last 3-4 months. So this is again a very positive sign for the stock, and it may not move immediately on a 1 to 2 day basis, but over short term, along with LNT, I would definitely keep HDFC Life on the watch list. So I just hope you can see how I identify a price pattern based on underlying psychology of the chart, and then I look for similar stocks that are forming same patterns, and then I include these in the watch list. So for those of you who are channel members, please note that pullback trading part 4 has been released. Please check the community section. Now this is the link. This is where I explain a lot of things about the stocks I'm tracking and the sectors I'm tracking. So please be active in the community section, and please do take a note of the video that has been released on pullback trading. And for those of you who are not channel members, you can just become a member for 1 month, watch all these 2025 videos, and then cancel your membership for the subsequent months. The next stock I've selected is Cummins India. Again, this is on a daily time frame chart. So if you take a look at this chart, especially for those of you who have watched my pullback trading series, you would instantly recognize why this stock qualifies for a swing trade, short-term trade, because this is some sort of complex structure forming, and this we have discussed many times in the videos and in the community section. So if you take a look at Cummins India, again, review what has happened from August to November. A clear uptrend is in play. It's exactly opposite of what happened with HDFC Life and LNT. And after that, stock has been consolidating. So take a look at these two bearish candles and look at the impact. There is no significant impact on the downside. Again, take a look at this bearish candle here. There is no significant follow through on the downside. And whenever after a bearish candle follow through does not happen, that clearly tells you that sellers are weak. So this is a key VSA concept. For those of you who are not channel members, have not seen, there's no problem. Refer to Tom Williams' book on VSA. It's absolutely free on his website. Your understanding about these basic things will change. Now from the month of October, if you see, take a look at how many bullish candles are being printed on the chart. This is one bearish candle. Again, no impact on the downside, which means sellers are weak. Again, take a look, couple of again bullish candles on the upside. And if you take a look at this particular wide range bullish candle, look at the volume activity. This is clearly above last 20-25 sessions. So this clearly tells you that again, strong buyers are entering in this particular stock. And while it may not work in the extreme short term, but for something like a swing trade or even something like 2 to 3 months kind of trading, this stock will sort of consolidate and again head higher. So as of now, I do think that momentum is pretty good in this stock, given the fact that range of this candle is wide, volume has expanded, and this also belongs to a sector that is pretty strong. So I won't be surprised to see some sort of consolidation and price would again head higher. Something like 490, 500 should be coming in the next few weeks in the stock. So this particular price action pattern was more about underlying trend in play than some sort of consolidation happening and then price giving indication that it is again going to move higher. Whereas for HDFC Life and LNT, those patterns initially were a bit of a weakness in price, then some sort of retracement above a resistance level, consolidation, and then up move. So this is the second kind of pattern that I've discussed this week. So before we move forward, an important announcement. These are the only 2 channels that are associated with our YouTube channel. Please be aware of all the fake Telegram channels that are using name very similar to ours. And please check the spelling before joining the Telegram channels. So the next stock I'll select is Escorts. This is again on a daily time frame chart. Just take a look from what has happened between August and November. In August, we have had some nice bit of consolidation, some nice bullish upthrust candles visible, which clearly suggest that strong buyers are present. This was a previous resistance level where price broke out. And if you take a look at the consolidation that has happened in this region between October and November, it is again very close to this particular support region on the chart. So this just tells you that there's been some bit of consolidation after a strong up move has happened in Escorts, and now price has again broken out above 1340, 1330 thereabouts. The only thing that is a bit disappointing in Escorts is that volumes have not expanded significantly, because such structures usually do happen on back of high volumes. That is not the case. So in this particular stock, I won't be waiting for consolidation in this particular region. I'll only pick up a trade if I see a proper retracement back to 1330 or something like 1320 level. If it does not come about, I'll just skip this stock. I won't look for a trading opportunity. The main reason being that in short term, it has run up quite a bit. Auto sector is also doing well. So some sharp retracement, sharp pullback. If I get a retracement even till about 1250, 1270, that would actually offer a great risk reward. But currently, as of now, price is at 1402. Momentum may continue. It may just head higher. In that case, I won't participate because for me, risk reward is paramount in trading. And this is always my concern when it comes to short-term trading and swing trading. The next stock is InfoEdge, again on a daily time frame chart. And this is based on a price action pattern where I've shown how you can assess strength of candles to determine who remains in control. So if you take a period between September and November, just take a look at how many bearish candles, long wick candles were present in InfoEdge. And despite of that, if you see, the downside implication have been minimum. So this again tells you that sellers have been weak, and this is a very vital point that I'm making in this video, where through simple price action patterns, you can find out who remains in control, that is buyers or sellers. And every time sellers have tried to push the price lower, there has been some nice response in form of wide range bullish candles on the upside, and buyers have countered that selling. So after some bit of similar activity over the last 3-4 months, now you are seeing that InfoEdge has clearly broken out above the range of 3700 and 3750. The results were also good. So this is a very bullish breakout that has happened at 3860. Take a look at volume expansion, significant amount of volumes also coming in. In terms of risk reward, again, I will wait for some sort of pullback to happen. IT sector currently is not that in demand, so you can see some sort of pullback also. And between 3750 and 3800, this stock would be really good in terms of short-term trading and even swing trading. So when it comes to something like InfoEdge and the stock that we discussed in the last slide, that is Escorts, I can participate from day trading point of view, because in that I just have to worry about what the stock will do in that particular session. But when it comes to swing trading and when it comes to short-term trading, I always want risk reward to be in my favor. And that is why in this previous support level, I would want some sort of pullback to happen, and then I would initiate a trade, would go down to something like 60-minute time frame or 15-minute time frame that I've shown many times with the help of VWAP indicator, and that is when I will try and initiate a long trade. So one more video will be coming out on Tuesday or on Wednesday, so make sure your notification is on in the YouTube app. And I'll also be again restarting my live recordings of the trades I take. I do have some bit of time over the next 30 days. So I'll record some videos with respect to short-term trading and day trading. And if this is something that interests you, do let me know in the comments section below. So for all of you who are new to this channel, please watch all the price action videos. I've linked it up in the card here and in the comment section below. So thanks a lot for watching this video, guys. Kindly consider hitting the like button if you find the content useful. Wishing you health, wealth, and prosperity ahead. Take care and be safe.